In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine. Iraq, too. Anyway, 75. Here's the
All right, welcome back again, live. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I got a lot of stuff that I want to go over, talk about, research, and just a bunch of different topics. I'll just get into it right now. See what's going on in the chat. All right. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I forgot to play this song. Let me play a song real quick, and then I'll start it up. All right.
But it's all the same. Just think what I just
said. Ride bad lane with the top back. Speed no brakes with a gas at. Quicker than cop, push your cap back. So you already know where the strap at. Man, you already know when you're in beast mode. Man, you already know a nigga past that. Everybody falls flat. Man, you already know a nigga plastic. You already know. You already know. You already know. I can tell you cause you already know. You already know. You already know. You already know. I can tell you, but you already know. I'm sick of running with my hands up. I'm just fucking all these bands up. Simple man, I don't demand much. I'm just trying to roll these grams up. What you wanted me to say to you? Give you something new, awaken you. Find a topic that's conveyable. A prophecy that's inescapable. This the word that they portray to you. Sovereignty is unattainable. Justice too is unavailable. The judge is ruling is persuadable. Slavery is generational. Pull you worship, pull you brand to. Watch these fakers what they say to you. You see the truth is unmistakable. No, they wouldn't lie to me, dog. No, they wouldn't lie to me, bro. No, they wouldn't lie to the world. No, they wouldn't lie under oath. Right. No man can be high as the law. The law that was sworn to uphold. It's too late, the door's been closed. Too many stories been told.
It's a funny game.
Stories been told.
But it's all the same. Just think what I just said.
Stories been told. Too many stories been told. Facts. Started out for the love of the soul. Woke up and saw the blood on the phone. Woke up and see the sun, it was cold. Where the fuck did I go wrong? Where's the time gone? Where's the time gone? Lost in the time zone. What's got the time wrong? Where does the time go? I don't wanna die long. Don't wanna die long. Yeah, at a glance, you'll never truly understand. Cascading thoughts will form an avalanche. Eventually, the shit gon' hit the fan. Niggas that sick of suffering got demands. Climb up the mountain just so we can stand. Big brother, hang you off it by your pants. No more religious to no more religious. The people that put the law above the land. It's a scam, like Iraq and Iran, Afghanistan. Created targets, created martyrs, democracy artists. Good-hearted people enlisted to fight. But the system has stripped all your rights. And the pictures delivered in doses so potent that when they're administered, people turn sinister. The retina, the all-seeing retina, the mark of the beast, the mark of the predator. God bless America. God bless the regular, far from the regular. Don't kill the messenger bats.
Oh, it's a funny game. Don't believe that it's all the same. Just think what I just said. But there's something on my head.
Ride bad lane with the top back. Speed no brakes with a gas at. Quicker than cop, push your cap back. So you already know where the strap at. Man, you already know when you're in beast mode. Man, you already know
All right, that's enough of that. Yeah. So first off, I just wanna, cause I think the last video I did, one of the last ones was about Professor Dave. I was gonna do a part two on that. I just been uh busy and I haven't put my attention or focus on it. But I mean, I pretty much said it all on the first one, and all right, sorry about that. My I guess my connection is not the greatest, but um, I'm working on trying to get a new equipment, but right now it's got to work with what I got. It's been messing up too the past couple, like the last week when I went to go live a couple weeks ago. It was going real slow, so I didn't even bother. Besides that, physically my back and things like that has been, I've been working on that mostly, for the most part, plus other things, and that's just been taking a lot out of me. My back is getting better, so that's the good thing. So I just wanted to say that. But all right, the next thing though I wanted to talk about was, so yeah, Professor Dave. I mean, he's like debunked already, so I'll go back to that later. I don't want to give too much focus on that right now. But I did also stream yesterday. Actually, they might be live now. NASA was live yesterday. They started off in the morning. They was doing a live stream. There was like a test rocket or something. Maybe I'll show it right now. But yeah. So I was just streaming a little bit of that, but yeah, it started off when the video started. The live stream started yesterday in the morning. It was at like, it had like 30,000 people or something in the chat, and I was in the chat and I was like commenting a little bit, but not. I was just reading it, but um, and then it was like it was slow. Like they was just like talking, showing these fake astronauts in a press conference and doing all these little motions and little BS. They kept showing, they showed the control room. Obviously, every now and then they would go to the control room. See if I could find. Look, they're live right now. They have 46,000 watching. But yesterday when it started, they had 30,000, and then as the morning went on, and then they got into the rocket. This real rocket, it's Florida. They have the NASA. I think it's Cape Canaveral in Florida. I think that's where they were at. That's where they were at, and it's a Boeing crew flight test and docking. So completely fake, completely all just for the TV and just to basically line. But so then as when they took off, it went up to like 40,000 people in the chat. Then it was like 100,000. I think it went up to like 150,000. I'm not sure. Let me just have to go back. But so then when I was watching it, they showed them in the rocket, and then they was like, as soon as the rocket was like as soon as it took off, they showed it from on the camera on the ground. They showed the rocket taking off, but then when they as soon as they switched to the camera on the rocket, complete like CGI, like everything was fake. And then when it kept going, a few minutes later, the whole rocket, like they just put a picture on the screen on the live stream. The whole thing was just completely cartoon CGI. Even there are people in the chat like at that time, and then that's when people in the chat were saying this is PS2 graphics. NASA is lying, this and that. Like I started seeing a lot more people like standing up. But in the beginning, like more everybody was like, yeah, go NASA. They was like Godspeed, Godspeed. And I'm like, and then I was writing, yeah, Godspeed, more like Satan speed. That's what NASA is doing to the public, to everybody. It's Satan worship, or it's definitely a religion. It's not a good religion, I'll tell you that. All right, so next thing I want to play this video real quick. Damn, NASA has like 5 streams live right now. It's crazy. And people are still like, well, maybe people are waking up to it, I think, slowly, but obviously you have people still buying it. And NASA, wow, NASA, they got 12.1 million subscribers. I think yesterday when I was watching, it only said 12 million. And then a couple months ago, they had to have been at 11 million. So they've been going up. And right now, yeah, they're showing the fake ISS. I mean, look, I'll just screen share this real quick. Yeah, I'm actually, well, real quick before I continue, I should be working on my back right now. I should be doing stuff, but I just decided to take some time and just do this because I've been trying to do this for a while now. But and also forgot to say too, like I'm gonna
Starliner
go.
is continuing to
I'm just gonna go
station
over
keep out in
like a
front of
list
the
of topics that I
approach
have in
corridor
no
for
order. So
ISS, as both
I
ISS
won't.
and
I'm not gonna
Starliner
stick
are
to just
about to
one thing.
enter
So
a period
just
of
a heads up.
darkness.
And let
Sun
me.
going
Oh,
over the
I am
horizon for
sharing
them.
this. Hold up. Yeah, look, it's not even moving. Like, how are you in
And just as
space
expected, they
moving
have
at
entered that orbital
over?
nighttime.
I
The
think it's like
International
even
Space
over
Station
like
sees
10,
16 sunrises and
15,000 miles an
sunsets a
hour.
day, and the orbiting
Why is it
laboratory and
going black
Starliner are
now?
currently flying approximately
And
258
yet
statute
you can
miles
see this
over
ISS is
the Seychelles.
not even a single mile per hour wind or anything. Well, you can't have wind in space anyway. That's the whole point. That's how space is debunked, and that's why they have to fake it and show you fake live streams and cartoon CGI photos and video, anything coming out of NASA's fake. All right, so I want to show. Oh yeah, what's up, Ray? Yeah, that song is crazy. It's dope. I like it. And you just put out the Go Go Gadget one is that one is I was still listening to that. I'll play it. I'll play it up. Let me just pull up this other video real quick. Trying to get more people in this stream right now, but it seems like everybody's like doing other things, I guess. But let me see. Oh wait, all right, hold on. Just give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna play some. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to. There's so many videos that I have and different links that I'm just trying to find something. Um, but all right, let me see. Hold on. Trying to find this one video. I just want to play this one clip, and then I'm trying to find the song too. All right.
See, most people flip the cakes. I replace the cakes. That's the Donnie difference.
All right, that's what I wanted to play. All right. I'll just drop the link. Damn. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been able to go live, and then of course there's so many buttons and links and things. But all right, and I have a bunch of pictures too. That's I'm gonna end up showing those, but I just wanted to get some of this stuff out the way first. So I just dropped the link. You could click it, join, and I gotta get up. Trying to find another. Trying to find this video out. I thought I saved it, but apparently it's not in my saved playlist. I don't know why. Okay, this might be it. Hopefully this is it. I don't think this is it. Oh yeah, this might this might be it. All right, I'm sorry. I was trying to find it. That's not it. My computer is super slow.
Yeah,
It's taking forever, but
you're choppy. You're choppy today. How you doing?
yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Thank you for showing up.
Well, I just happen to not be doing anything right now. We just released my new
Nice.
song last night.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like going around promoting it. And, you know, that's what you got to do these days. It's like, you know, people aren't going to just pick up on their own.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to let people know. You got to let people know. You got to promote yourself.
Yeah, and you're good at like you can make music, so
Thank
you know what to do, and the fact that you can just do that, like that's crazy. That's good.
It's unbelievable, dude. This song just like I don't know where these songs are coming from, dude. It's like they just friggin' pop in my head, dude, and I'm just like, boom. As soon as I can feel it and see it, I see it in my head. As soon as I can see it and feel it, I'm like, I gotta get this out somehow. To like put it, externalize it. Like it's inside my head. I can hear it. No one else can hear it. I need to like get it out so people can hear it the best way I can, as close to the way I can hear it in my head, you know? And it's tough. It's tough to do that. It never comes out the way that you really heard it in your head to begin with. But if you know, after a while, you get better and better at it. It always comes out good, though. It always comes out good.
I don't have no experience making music, so I don't know. I love music.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, I love music. I've always listened to music. I've always been a fan, obviously, but for me to make music, I can probably do beats, but
have you seen the new documentary Old World Order?
Yeah, I saw it. I was gonna play some of it, but I'm trying to just play.
What do you got? I mean, if you ain't got nothing, we can play the whole thing and go over it. It's pretty good. I mean, it'll get you views. People love it.
Let me see. I was gonna.
But it's up to you. I mean, if you got something else, I mean, I got some flat Earth stuff, maybe.
Yeah, I have one flat Earth video too that I wanted to show. But
I got a whole. I always do that. I stock up. Like I got like this one might be good. Like I like looking at this stuff. Let me show you.
Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta put my screen up in a sec.
Is it do I have to okay, I see it.
Is fake. First though, let's have a look at the International Space Station. I want to talk about some of the anomalies I see there. For the inside of the International Space Station, there are a couple of zero gravity tricks that they use.
Yeah.
To fake
I love the NASA.
The first is they have a complete mock-up of
the NASA space fakery stuff. I mean, if space was real, why would they need to fake it?
Yeah, I mean, did you see them do the rocket? Just yesterday when they did the test rocket? Dude, they sent some test rocket up, right? They was live streaming the whole thing. They started off with like 30,000 people in the chat, and then it went up to like 140,000 people in the chat when the rocket took off.
Where was it on the NASA channel?
Yeah, it was right on NASA's YouTube.
Oh, let's look it up then.
Yeah, and so I was watching it, right? I was just laughing the whole time, and people in the chat were like calling. There was like PS PlayStation 2 graphics. This is CGI. This is fake. You know, shit like that. And then some people were that the NASA people were like Godspeed. And I was like, this is Satan speed. I was like, this is Satan speed. But then
what was it live? Let's see. The NASA Boeing crew. No, that's today.
It was
NASA
yesterday, but
Boeing Starliner True Flight. They have a whole bunch. They have ones that are live right now.
They have like 5 live right now. It's crazy.
Let's go over.
I just showed the ISS right now live, and it's fake as hell. Like,
yeah, we'll go over that. But I want to see this myself. I want to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my God.
Meetings. First by Boeing management to assess Starliner systems following launch, and the initial series of vehicle tests that the Starliner crew will.
It almost looks like they're in water. The way that her hair is moving, right? Like, but it's probably just some fake bullshit. And then you got this guy sitting down. He can barely move. Like, you wouldn't go into space in a friggin' suit that you could barely move. Like,
to ensure
the fuck no one's going.
Docking.
What does the space suit do? Seriously,
Space Station
what is this thing on his arm? What does it look like? He has all this stupid shit attached to him. Does anybody know how it works?
They can't even explain. They can't explain how it works. They can't explain how to even use the oxygen and all that and stuff like that. How it's filters and all that. Like, it's stupid. What if they get thirsty?
It's so fucking stupid.
Will gather to give final approval for Starliner to press ahead.
What are all these people doing? Why do we need all these people, like a whole boardroom?
They're all trolls. They're all trolls, dude.
Rendezvous that will be.
We say that press is complete, and then we would see pad team members.
What's this guy fucking taking a nap? Was it nap time all of a sudden? You're about to blast off, buddy.
Into egress, right?
Yeah, this is the part where I was watching right here. This is right before they take off, right? They show this, and then they show outside,
so that
like right when the rocket takes off, and then they just jump straight to CGI.
Yes, they'll exit. Yeah, they'll prepare the hatch.
I mean, this is probably CGI too.
They'll exit the.
Well, this is like
all of it.
Fake.
But
what I'm saying.
But they can.
It's computer generated. Who knows? This is probably a background they just put. Who fucking knows? It's just ridiculous. It all looks fucking bullshit.
Launchpad.
Unless they have like a mock-up of this thing somewhere.
And Sunny and their Starliner and Atlas.
Like, to me, it looks like this section might be like real, and then this is just like a green screen in the back.
Well, yeah, they could be in the studio for this the whole time, and then they can just show like this, real rocket, but just like a firecracker, type of shit.
Yeah. So let's see. Moving along. This guy. This guy looks important.
Flight controllers who have worked closely with the astronauts previously.
You should see.
Have a good understanding of the information.
I don't know if it's this video, but like later on, I think it was this one. Later on, they're gonna show them all like sitting at a desk watching a computer. I think they were watching the chat, and they were seeing the people in the chat, and they were like, you should see the look in their face. They were like,
look at them wearing masks, dude.
We're ahead of time.
You should, and then they had these little plastic helmets. Dude, they had plastic helmets.
Regarding Atlas. Atlas is second stage Centaur.
He got mask on.
Starliner, we got the vent valve cap removed. And so Starliner ground team is going to perform cabin pressurization.
We got 3 people here now. 3 people.
Cabin P high and cabin PPO2 high. As a function of that high cabin pressure, you can acknowledge the alarm.
All right, let's see.
All right, so Capcom
They've had it's been a long road in quarantine, away from friends.
Nobody in their right mind would get in that thing. And it's so stupid.
They've been able to see their family from a distance.
Does that look like it's high up? That looks like it's pretty high up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's huge. But I mean,
what they do is it's like a magic trick. They put the astronauts in the top. They have a slide.
Yeah,
that slides all the way down to the
go
bottom.
Right back down.
And they go into the rubber room in the bottom, which is like a chamber where they're safe.
Yeah, and they just start filming, and then they just go home.
The rocket goes up, and there's nobody in it. Meanwhile, they're showing us these guys laying in the studio.
It's a show. It's a show.
It's a complete magic show.
Yeah.
Down here we go. It's a giant like fireworks pyrotechnics display that they put together with your taxes. So enjoy it. It's they pocket a lot of money.
You think this thing can go into space? Really? Like, this thing looks so flimsy. I mean, I don't know. And this goes back even in the Bible. They talk about this stuff too.
Let's see. Okay, so they basically show it like that. And then they cut away. They cut away to this back in the studio shit. These guys, and they're all laughing. And then look, they show it again. All right, we're looking good here. All right. Yep. We are looking good here. Okay.
Yeah,
and
this
then
is
we
the
move
part.
along. Yeah, we move along.
Yeah.
Look, it shows.
Yep.
Let's see.
They're gonna start showing it now. Yep.
I'll let it go. Yeah, I'll let it go. All right, here we go. Let's see what they do here. Okay, everyone's excited now.
The range hold fire system allows representatives from Space Launch Delta 45 a hold button in the up the road at the Morel Operations Center. So if there's an issue or range safety issue that comes up, they can press a button and automatically stop our sequencer. So that's called a hold fire check. Those hold fire switches will be configured shortly, and we'll also start to hear calls about wrapping up our helium bottle charging on both the first and second stage.
All right.
And Dylan, as you mentioned, with the traffic
They're making
on
me
the loops
impatient.
increasing a little bit, you at home may notice that we are
Yeah,
speaking less.
this part
So
takes a
we are going
while.
to be
I think it
listening
takes
to
a
some of
while.
these things.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got
Yeah.
17 minutes. You still got 17
you're
minutes.
right.
They're not gonna show
You're right.
nothing.
Go.
So
They
just
cut away
this
to
is
the
it right
event.
here. That was it right there. You saw that room? You saw that room?
Completely on its own now.
And they're gonna show it again later, and they're gonna all look at
And they are
the screen.
configuring
It's
ordnance for
pretty. It's
launch.
funny.
That means the devices that initiate
All
our
right, 9
separation
minutes.
events are ready to support both nominal and contingency operations
Hold up.
that,
Here we go.
that happen or could happen during ascent.
And then they just cut away to this.
LO2. Go. Water. Go. Centaur systems.
And
Look at
then
them.
go.
Starliner.
Go.
Not doing a damn thing.
Starliner, go.
They go.
Launch director.
This one right here. This is the one. That scene right there.
Proceeding with the count. ALC. Verify T0 is set for 14, colon 52, colon 15, Zulu.
Verified.
They're calling Zulu and
Coming up in less than 20 seconds.
Here we go. Then they show us this.
Will run out of fuel and burn out.
So, oh my God! So they barely showed us it even take off this time.
Right.
And then they cut away to this. And then
Yeah, you see, that's it. That was
this
it
is-
right there. Well, after this.
Yeah. This
Now
is
the
just
fuel
bullshit.
and the solid rocket
Yeah.
boosters has
And then next thing you know, it's
Into today's
CGI.
flight,
Yep,
That's
that was
fake.
it. See,
Starliner
like that could have been like that was.
100% fake.
exactly as
Yeah,
expected.
100%. That's what
Engine
I told you
maintenance cut
yesterday.
off
Yeah.
is a major
Cartoon.
milestone, marking
Yep.
Starliner's
If-
arrival on orbit.
CGI.
With the money,
Cartoon.
with the amount of money they take from our taxes, they shouldn't be showing us any cartoons.
No. This should be live. They should be showing everything, and they do this for everything. They do this with
Still
Mars.
got about 2.5
It's
minutes
like,
until
bro.
we get to that. With spacecraft continuing to perform well, make its way towards orbit.
All right, so that's retarded. What
All
are they
right,
doing
so
now? Let's just eavesdrop on them now. What are they up to now?
Retreat 200 meters.
See what they talking about.
Then
This is what they're
See the
doing now,
chat.
right
Let's look
now.
in the
This is
chat.
live.
And we're just sit tight here
Yeah,
for a
let's see
minute.
the chat. Let's troll the chat a little bit. Let's see what they say. Oh, let's go. Let's go in the chat.
I'd like you to take those actions now.
This
Destination
has
B,
some
Bravo.
more names for them.
Then trans auto, point auto. And then what I was saying is we'll sit tight at 200 meters while we're taking a look at the data and getting a path back in.
I got a couple people from NASA too that I could show.
Earth is flat and your footage is a cartoon.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Let's see. What do we got here? No, they love it. They love it, dude. They're like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, wow.
It's the greatest thing in their life.
pulling up some
Straight,
information
not good,
to
good.
Butch and Sunny. They're
Toxic people in the
following
chat.
a
God.
short procedure
I'm out of there. I'm out of there for now.
Wow.
to get Starliner
That's crazy.
into back into
It's
auto.
crazy.
But you see, people are noticing though a little bit.
Yeah, it's just completely nuts how like they're
Yeah.
still pulling this shit off. They go on there every day. Nothing's ever gonna happen to them about it. You know what I mean? It's like they got away with it. They're just robbing us blind.
Yeah, but with the latest the telescope that they threw up there, that's trash. Like they're not getting much numbers. You got another one to show? You gonna show more or?
Yeah. We'll show this. This is
All right.
this is good. It shows up
The International Space Station
all the
built
fakery.
on the inside of an airplane.
The ISS.
And that
Yeah, that's
airplane
good.
does a bunch of rises and falls. It does a upside down parabolic trajectory, and that simulates zero gravity. The other main way they simulate the zero gravity is with suspension in front of a blue screen. And they use that trick for
This is what we
extended
were just
periods of
just
time
watching them
for
do.
longer than 45-second segments. But they
But
can't
here-
move around as much.
Yeah, look
They
at that
can't
green
do the
screen.
acrobatic flip.
It's so fake. They basically do like Superman, like the movie.
Yeah,
It's
it's all a movie. It's all a movie.
And rolls in the
Look at that.
extended mode. So there's full motion mode where they can fully move around, and that's faked in a plane. And then there's suspended or extended mode where they're suspended by wires in front of a blue screen. They don't move around as much, but they can make the scene last for a longer period of time.
Look at
In
him.
this scene, Chris
they
Hadfield
caught
bends
him.
down in order to adjust something, and you can see on the back of his shirt a couple of upticks on either side where you would expect wires to come in on either side of that harness in order to support it. Of course, they've computer graphicked out the supporting wires. You can't actually see them, but what you can see is a very slight discoloration where it's slightly lighter and then it goes slightly darker. And that's strange. That shows a couple of things. First of all, it shows that this isn't live from space. They're often portraying that this is live. Of course, these things are fully choreographed and edited in advance to make sure that there's nothing too obvious that you can see that gives away that this is a suspension in front of a blue screen hoax.
Jesus.
The other thing it shows is that this is not raw footage coming to us. This is edited stuff. This is supposed to be a legitimate space program. This is supposed to be the International Space Station, and we should be able to see whatever's going on.
Legitimate. Supposed to be legitimate.
Yeah.
100%
Because the
scam.
whole thing is edited. In one extended mode scene, Chris had on the right is going back. He's going back, and then he just stops. That's an odd motion. You would expect if this was true zero gravity that you have to support yourself. You have to stop yourself on both the top and the bottom of your body as you're drifting back. If you just stop yourself with your feet, then your head will rotate backwards. Conversely, if you just hang on at the top with your hands, then your feet will still keep moving. You have to support yourself at both the top and the bottom of your body. But his hands, Chris Hadfield's hands, aren't touching anything. He just goes back and then he stops. And that's odd. You can see a sort of a harness sticking through the T-shirt of Chris Hadfield.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
harness is what got me.
around the waist. That's how they're supported. Also notice that Chris Hadfield has the habit of bringing his knees up. That's because his stomach muscles aren't as strong. He doesn't have as much midriff strength as some of the others who are able to elongate their body and make the hoax look a bit more realistic. He's constantly bringing his knees up because he's not as strong as the others. Occasionally, though, the others bring their knees up too. Notice that in the extended scenes, which seems to be done in front of a blue screen, like if you have a look at this guy going back towards the screen, there's some strange shadows there, look like they're CGI'd in. Using computer graphics, they edit out the supporting wires and edit in these rotating floating objects. They always seem very concerned with the object. Chris Hadfield looks at it very closely. You don't want the object getting too far out of control, because if it starts bouncing off the cabin in a weird way or goes back to the blue screen, it could ruin the whole illusion. They also don't bounce those oranges off the walls. I'd like to see them get a tennis ball and throw it around really hard and fast. And I'd like to see them do-si-do each other really quickly, which they can't do, or they'd get all their wires tangled up.
Yeah, they would.
The extended mode is much quieter than full
like
motion.
they don't understand, like
full motion mode,
your bodily functions can't even work right if they're like that on a supposed space station, in space.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even work like that. Like your blood and your fluids would just freaking boil out.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous.
That's the air conditioning system. Not even an office air conditioner is that loud. And why is
yeah.
loud sound in
why is it so loud? This
segment
lady looks
of the
nuts.
International Space Station. That's
She
because
looks cooked,
no matter
bro.
how soundproof you make it, you can't
She honestly looks like she crawled out of a coffin.
jet engine, so the airplane is just too noisy.
Tony!
Put noise-cancelling headphones on
Hey, what's up, Tony's Coffee House?
when you're on the plane, and that doesn't stop the sound from getting
Thumbs
through
up.
it, muffles it. And they also use microphones.
If you're watching, post this, because Jason's being shadow banned, I can tell.
That don't pick up very far away. If you have a look at this scene here, you can see that when the microphone's in the middle, pointing towards the guy in the middle, you can't hear the sound of jet engines as much, but when the microphone goes to the guy on the side, you can hear the sound of jet engines a bit more. So you can't truly soundproof the inside of the airplane where they fake full motion mode.
Unbelievable.
You can see in this scene from the recent National Geographic.
I mean, how long are they going to be able to get away with this? And just, like, how long is this going to go on for?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be as long as people want it,
Yeah, man. I know, they love it.
Yeah, they do.
Look at this.
You can see An amazing model. Gee, why would you build the International Space Station out of a bunch of long, thin segments that can easily break at the joints?
I know.
So there's their fairly realistic.
Give me 1 second, all right? I'm going to let this play, I guess.
All right.
Space station.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Dermot. Welcome to the International Space Station.
Oh, it's nice to have you with us. Rick, thank you so much. When did you apply to join the astronaut program yourself?
Well, actually, getting selected as an astronaut's not as easy as it sounds. I started applying many years ago, and it actually took me 9 years and 9 different applications before I was finally selected in 3 different interviews. Oh, absolutely. It went well beyond any expectations I had.
And Koichi, you're the commander of the ISS. Congratulations, the first Japanese commander. What does being commander actually mean?
Well, it's quite an honor and a big challenge for me, but I am humbled to take up this challenge. I'm so happy to be able to work with my very hardworking crewmates, Rick and Misha. And I think I got to see that I have a really talented and motivated crew. I got the easy part. Just to make sure that they're eating fine and they're sleeping fine and just having fun up here. And I need to make sure that we have good communication with the flight control team. It's a wonderful team all over the world. Yeah, I wish, but we work together as an integrated team, and it's really a lot of fun to work with Rick and Misha.
And what's the reaction been like in Japan?
Actually, they really liked watching the change of command ceremony last Sunday, and I had a lot of feedback. And like to many international partners of the International Space Station program, to Japan it means a lot to have its own representative to have a chance to command the International Space Station.
All right. What happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
like
was on mute. I don't know.
I feel like the sound got disconnected. All right, let's go. I'm gonna switch up.
Yeah.
All right.
I have something I can show. Let me see. I want to show this one thing. It's only a few minutes long. I just want to show it so everyone can see. Because it's been a big debate, and I just want to. This guy explains it perfectly. All right, let me get to it.
That once soared miles into the heavens. Because compared to all the lies, the twists and perversions of truth, these ancient are mere saplings.
Explain why we're not getting to see these images live. The Apollo 11 landing was broadcast live. Why now don't we have the technology to see all of this live?
And we're getting a picture on the TV. You got a good picture, huh?
He's on the moon.
And the second man is on the moon.
Live.
They're getting ready to move the TV camera now out to panorama position. Okay, as far as distance goes, Neil, and we'll line you up again when you finish the panorama. Tell me if you got a picture here. Well, we've got a beautiful profile picture now.
So you use crack or you're thinking about trying it. First of all, I think you better listen to what Danny has to say. Crack has not done anything positive for anyone that has tried it. Being strung out is not a game. So if you're thinking about using crack, don't do it. And if you use crack right now, do yourself a favor and get it now. Be a KHJ-TV star. Don't use drugs.
Issues with file transfers. We did have a number of communications glitches. We had either forward or return link problems.
Also, during post in the zero gravity of environment of space.
It's very difficult to transmit on the fly, if you will, and get that all the way back to Earth.
Struggle to get communications.
Unfortunately, they're going to be in the darkness. They will not be sunlit, so we won't get very good video of them.
Don't use drugs.
This is why I've said the dates that they are giving us are incorrect. We used to have 13 months, 28 days, and 1 day of rest, even in the Bible. So look, we have 13 lunar cycles, 28 days, 13
Sorry,
Even
my
in the
computer
Bible.
is super slow. Yeah,
Especially,
this is the part.
especially in the Bible. The Bible is a flat Earth book. It
Oh,
says
yeah,
it
yeah.
over 200 different spots.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like how or when they switched it, when they changed it, because like we can get into the whole old world stuff because I just watched a video now. This guy from Europe, I don't know what country, but somewhere in Europe, like a scientist or whatever, he's saying that a whole 1,000 years is like missing or something like that, or lied about. So they even
Yeah.
saying it themselves. you
Dude,
know?
I'm even seeing on the History Channel now.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, me too.
Just like I said before, I was like, once this thing hits, we're all gonna be rich.
Well, definitely things are gonna change for sure. Yeah, but all right, let me just finish playing. There's only a couple minutes long.
We're not really gonna be rich, but I'm saying like they're
Yeah.
trying to say. Listen, they're trying to say on the History Channel now that the ancient civilization that was here was aliens.
Yeah, I know. That's the biggest thing. And you remember, dude, you remember Scary Movie 3 when
Yeah.
all the aliens in the White House? That scene, I was gonna play that. That scene, that's like they predicted that shit like before.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's
All
crazy.
right.
Zodiac sign. Every turtle shell you'll find. 13 sections in the middle and 28
people
notches
watching, thumb
along
it
the
up.
side,
Post, like,
all
share,
to keep us
subscribe.
disconnected from these natural cycles of our realm. Listen to David Strait explain it more.
Our calendar is not quite right.
We're here.
We're supposed to have 13 months of 28 days.
Sub the channel.
With one day, the day of resurrection, Easter.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you.
That's our 365 days.
See, 365
We've actually got
days.
13 constellations.
28 days,
Not
13
12.
months.
Promote
This
Jason Starr.
Same calendar
Post it.
is very close to the Mayan calendar, but it's also very close to several ancient Sanskrit calendars. What does sept mean? Seven. I thought that was the ninth month. What does oct mean?
Yep. This is true.
What does nov mean? What does deck mean? It's supposed to be the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th month. Jan is
I'm
11.
gonna give you the respect to
Feb
tell you
is
what day
12.
it is.
March is 13. April is our first month. Babies are born in the spring, the 1st of April, Easter. This is the start of our new year. Start of spring. Flowers start coming up. The grass starts coming up. Trees start leafing out. Babies are born. That's the first day. Our neutral day, day one. The day we rest and celebrate the resurrection, new beginning of Christ. April is month 1. And then we lost a month in there. Where is it?
No Negro leader.
Yeah.
Civil rights.
That was it.
For civil rights.
But
They hate the white man for civil rights. They have
I just thought, that made so much sense the way he broke
is
it
that
down.
yours? Yeah, that was
Huh?
you. All right. No, I
Yeah.
heard something in the back. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't like. I hate playing videos because not only is my computer slow, but it's a bunch of things, you know.
I'm lucky because they donated a brand new computer to me, so I can screen share for you. Check this out. So
Yeah.
this is a video of clouds behind the sun, right? So Nikon P1000, right? So like if the sun is close and local, because if it wasn't, then the clouds would be behind the sun, but in front of the sun. The clouds would be in front. Anyway, check it out.
Yeah,
The sun
I've
is in
seen
front
that
of
myself.
the sun,
Yeah.
the sun is in front of the clouds. The sun
Right.
should not be in
It's
front of
like-
the clouds.
It's like almost in the clouds, like right directly in front of, like on top of it.
You can see it. It definitely looks like this is behind the sun. Let's see. Yeah, let's hit the music off so we can talk. All right. Let's see. Yep. The sun looks in front of the clouds right there. The line. You see this line?
Which one is the
goes-
cloud?
The
Is
sun
it
is
the
a
line?
circle. Yeah, that's a cloud. That's a cloud. I think it's all clouds. All the lines are clouds. But yeah, you can see the line goes behind the sun.
So what is that? So this means that the sun is in front or behind it.
It means that the sun is close and not 93 million miles away, like they tell us. That's what it means.
Right. Yeah, because I've seen, like I said, I've seen pictures, videos. I've seen it myself even, but it's been a while. Like this is one. There's so many different proofs and evidence, but this one I don't know, because it's hard because people they go hard for the sun.
Because if the sun was out in space, like they say, 93 million miles away, there's no way the clouds would be behind it. No.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
I found this. I saw this video pop up. This looks pretty cool. Secret land.
Around the edges, around the edge.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
Around the edge. I've noticed.
And there's openings, right, or something like that. They say.
What is that? Like, is that supposed to be Antarctica? Why isn't there any ice on it?
Yeah,
This is the Monte Monte Urbano map from like the 1500s. It's pretty accurate. Like, there's so much detail on this map. There's no way that they didn't see it.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering, like,
Well, let's see what it says. Definition: an inset map, also known as a locator map or small-scale map, is a map that shows a larger area in context to a smaller area. In other words, it's a small map that is included within a larger map to provide more detail about a specific location. Okay. This map features land ruled by prominent kings and leaders of the time period. It even contains one of the only known depictions of Montezuma. Let's take a closer look at the insets. Definitely a lot of strange looking creatures everywhere. Yeah. Different animals from what we had.
Yeah.
Look, a centaur. Why would they draw it? I mean, if they didn't see it, mermaids, centaur.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I have a picture like that too somewhere.
Plenty of strangeness to be found on this map. No need to add to the confusion by not knowing what the inset map is for.
Yeah, because exactly. Why would they go out their way to draw these things back then with such good, they had
look at the detail.
Yeah, and why would they do that just for no reason, or just for
No.
for fantasy or make
Yeah.
believe? Like,
No, you wouldn't do it. If you were making a map, you would make it as real as possible. You wouldn't put no fantasy shit on a map, on a real map that you're trying to present to the world is like, this is what the world is.
Exactly.
It's a world map, dude. This is like, yeah, they say it's from like 1560s or something. So
I have a map. I have a map from 1566. It's another one of the oldest ones. It's a bond projection, and it shows stuff like that.
That's Urbano. That's him. That's his map.
Oh, that's him. That's Bond.
Yeah, Urbano
Okay.
Monti. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
that was
oh
his map.
shit.
He's the one who made the map. So he even put his picture on it. Why would
And
you
they're
freaking?
all-
If it was a fantasy map, why would you put your picture on it? You know what I mean? You would be like, I'm proud of this. I'm putting my picture. This shit is legit. This is accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, things were different. Like, oh, so you think this was like before the Mudfloods or after?
I think this was part of the old world. Yeah, I think this
Right.
was before. Yeah,
Before. I mean,
yeah. The mud floods are probably like 3. Honestly, I used to think it was a long time ago, like at least 1,000 years. No, I think it's about 400, between 400 and 500 years.
Yeah,
probably
that's what
right
I said.
around that. Probably right at right around this time afterwards.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's around that time, like when they discovered, supposedly discovered America, right? And all that,
Yeah.
that whole history. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also think that it was like, I don't know. I think that the whole point is for us to like not be able to figure out the time in our head, because
of course
it's like so confusing to even think about it.
Yeah, they
But
want us to just
they added
skip right
time.
over it. Just skip right over it. Just don't
Yeah,
even think about it.
the Dark Ages didn't exist. They added all this fake time. They faked the Dark Ages and put a fake 1,000 years. It's basically to put time and space between us and the creator and the creation.
Yeah.
They
Well,
want they want to separate you from God.
Yeah, right. Of course. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But I also figured out that you know how they talk about the Bronze Age and the Iron Age and the Stone Age and all that. That's part of it too. Like, not everything like that. Like, some of that stuff is true. Like, yeah, but
So
it's
you
not all the
gotta
time.
put my share up again. This one's good. So moon is a map.
Moon, a mirage reflection of the Earth's surface, contends a guy. So this is from a newspaper thing in the Bridgeport Sunday Post in 1964. Supreme year, 1964, way back in the day. This is 5 years after 1959, as you know, with NASA and all that stuff, and 5 years before the...
Dude, I've covered the moon map a lot, but I've never seen that there was an actual newspaper footage saying the moon is a mirage. That's crazy. A reflection of the Earth. In the 60s.
Apollo moon stuff, Apollo missions, as you know, in those days, there were still intelligent people. You see, even though it's 1964, it says moon, a mirage. When you say mirage, the same thing as, hey, vibes of cosmos today in the 5 digital looks, electromagnetic reflection from the black sun, reflection of Earth's surface. Now, unfortunately for us, this guy back in the 60s, he was still living on the spinning ball Earth with curved water. He didn't understand this whole thing about the electromagnetic fields, which forms that elliptical or like sphere type shape. And he was still believing that the Earth is a ball spinning in space. But at least he went as far as to agree that the moon is not solid rock. Criticized the NASA and the astronauts and on anything because it's just not. Back in 1964, he declared, check this whole House Space Subcommittee in Congress has started a detailed probe. Space Administration, so NASA has been unable to get close-up pictures of the moon, despite this nation's expenditures of $250 million in 1959. So this was written in 1964,
So much money.
and it was like 6 years already, 5-6 years
money.
of wanting to accomplish something, right?
And we're getting
This whole thing with the
nowhere.
moon. And then this amateur in Monroe
You've
says
been throwing all
NASA
these
has failed.
millions and billions and billions of dollars at these people every day. Like, what do we get out of it? Like, have we gotten really anything out of any of this stuff?
Get the scraps.
No.
Because the moon does not exist as a physical object. It is only a reflection of the Earth, content, and the oceans. And then stating that he did 8 years of photographs, maps, charts, and articles on the
What
Earth
has their research done for us here? Nothing.
and the skies. Mirror in atmosphere, vibes of cosmos. And this, of course, comes in the Vedas as well. Mirror in the atmosphere. Then this whole thing, he says that the reflections of the continents, Asia, Africa, Australia, the Soviet Union, and China. And of course, you're going to see it slightly different if you're in America or in the Soviet Union or in Russia, in this case, right? And water shows white and the land black. The same as we see in the books of the Vibes of Cosmos. The white stuff is water and the black stuff is solid continents. Of course, we have then the Pangea continents and the Germans where they went after the Second World War and stuff like that. And also the fact that why... he states something about this American-Russian race. He said that he wanted to. He actually tried to get to Congress at Washington, but nobody accepted him to go to Congress in Washington and the president for him to say that the moon is not physical rock. Of course, how would you accept it? Afterwards, in 1969, we have the whole thing with NASA and the Apollo missions. He said that he wanted the taxpayers to save the taxpayers from paying $5 to $20 billion in this whole thing. Let me see if I can get this text about Russians. I think there was something that the Russians. She says something about the Russians have stopped with the moon race to put a man on the moon because the Russians in Russia declared in their circles of scientists that the moon is not a solid rock and it's impossible to land on it. Not sure if I can. I don't see it here. If you have a 60 and if you do complicated to understand and dissertation, flying most of the hopeless hodgepodge. Yeah. Let us see here, officer. He says there is some. Yeah. There's like Mr. Bodnar says that he cites that the recent pronouncement of former President Eisenhower urging further moon probes before a landing is attempted, and Russia's lack of interest in the project to support his contention. The Russians are exceedingly clever and also conservative. He observes they must have an extremely good reason for canceling their original intention to race us to the moon. This was posted in 1964. So that's the reason why in Russia and the Soviet Union, they didn't do all this stuff in 1969 with like the moon and with Kennedy. And I mean, in the end, it's just, and everybody knows because there's no, if you go to a civil court and if you would try, that's why nobody goes to a civil court with these things or with the shape of the earth, because you would win the case.
You would win.
You know, when you say that the moon is not solid rock, they would give you the win. You would win because everybody knows that the moon is not solid rock and everybody knows that the earth is not a spinning ball with curved water.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows.
But that's the world we live in. It's a world of, and remember, like YouTube went to the American Congress. I think it was in 2018 or something, or 2019 or 2017, and the American Congress asked YouTube, "What are you going to do about all these videos that show the reality of the real world?" They said flat Earth, but you don't have to say that if you don't want to. And the YouTube reps said, "Well, we're going to change the algorithm and the artificial intelligence, and we're gonna put like Wikipedia boxes." And what they did is that now you make a video about these topics and the system does not ban you because there's no reason for you to be banned unless someday the whole system
completely trying to erase what we're trying to say, basically.
System is going to change and everything is going to be like banned by law, which could happen. But for the moment, you just get pushed down. You get pushed down with your videos, so your videos don't appear on the first page, therefore nobody watches them. And that's one of the reasons why people got depressed in the end and don't make any more videos, because
but this guy gets a shit ton of views though. He does pretty well.
Nobody, if before you would be watched by 500,000 people or like 1 million people, and now you get watched by 5,000 people, then it makes, of course, for a lot of depression.
He's complaining about.
And the only thing with this guy, Mr. Bodnar, his attempts were awesome, but I do understand him in the end, because this is like in the 1960s. Imagine even in those days with no internet, with no TV, primitive days, only with like articles and stuff that was written. And he still got to good conclusions, even though he didn't want to leave the spinning ball Earth with clear water. And I also remember, like, that interview in black and white, I think it was like on CB News, Australia, that scientist who also, this was like exactly before the Apollo moon missions. And the scientist gave an interview, and then the reporter asked the scientist, so what do you think about the moon? And he said, well, the moon is not something physical. And then the reporter said, well, but NASA is going to take the man to the moon soon with the Apollo missions. And the guy started laughing and stuff. And
he's kind of rambling at this point.
Well, yeah, what he just said, that's what will get you pushback right there. Once you say that, people are gonna start saying, what? But I mean, you gotta think of it like that sometimes, Hey, Sue Finelli.
Hey, Sue. All right, well, I'm gonna take off because I gotta do things with my kids today. I'm gonna play this. Thanks for having me on, Jason. This is great.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
I always
went an hour, so
yeah, we went an hour. But if you want to stay,
Are you gonna? Well, I don't know. I will if people want to hang out. I will. I got some pictures to show, but if not, I will have to end this because I do have stuff to do. But in a few,
but maybe
you can play that song though. You can play that song.
Yeah. Let's play the song.
Are you gonna go live tonight or?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
If
what
not,
I'm doing.
the next time you go live, I'll try to just
We gotta. All right. So it seems like I came on to see what's going on. Jason only has 123 subs. That's why I was wondering why you weren't getting a whole shit ton of views, dude. It's really hard to get a YouTube channel to show up, especially when you only have.
I haven't been going that hard, honestly.
Yeah, we gotta start going a little harder, like on your channel.
Yeah, well, I am. It's just I've been working on my physical, my personal stuff. So I have been taking a step back, but
and
I'm getting better. So
I don't have a lot of subs. My channel's growing. I'm getting to like 2,000, but I
Yeah,
I don't have as many subs as. But it's growing. We're doing well over there.
I mean, if it's growing, then you can have like what you're at 1.1 or 1.2, 1.5.
Yeah, no, 1,700 something.
Oh, look at that! Almost at 2. So soon before you know it, it'll be at 5. And I've seen like so many people, they just go shoot up from there.
I hope so. It seems like it's growing faster now, but we got to figure out something to get your like getting it more live time, but also we're gonna start making like clips, shorts, everything.
I've been trying to do that. I'm not
really, it's really tough to make it on YouTube, dude. There's so many people. There's so many people trying to do it. You gotta like constantly push, day and night, or else it ain't gonna work, dude. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't have
if you can't
do
it,
all the equipment right now. I just have some, basic, but I'm working on that. I'm working on it though. I have a lot of lot of stuff. Live streams. I've been doing it ready for 2 years now, so
I know you should have more people.
Keep going,
but don't. Is this your biggest channel, or do you have another one more people?
No, this is my biggest channel. My other channel is I got this channel is my computer. Like I have set it up for my computer, and then the other one is on my phone. It's just a different channel on my phone that I had already, and I just put the same name. So I really have 2 channels, but
channel.
Technically, I have 3, but I don't really.
When I do my live stream at night or not, I'm still gonna tell people to sub your channel. When there's a lot of people, I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah. Well, when I join, it'll be big. It'll be way better because then you'll
even
have.
If you ever want to, even if you can't come on the show, if you want to just join for a little while and hang out, and then add
I've been trying.
Add your channel so it goes live, and then you can leave if you want. You know what I mean? You can trust me.
Okay.
And then,
Then I think I've done that once.
Your channel will get the live time, and I'll keep telling everybody we're live on Jason Starr. Go over there. Big deal, dude.
Hey, I was gonna hop on the just the other day, like last week or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was having issues with with my connection, with the sound. So I couldn't figure it out. And
the thing is, like I don't always pay for StreamYard, like only when the subs want it. Like, so this is gonna run out by the 10th, which is in 4 days. I don't know.
I still have to upgrade it. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
Well, we have to ask for some support, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you need support. Jason Starr needs support. So if anyone wants to support him, what do you have?
Yeah.
What do you have, Jason? Cash
For
App,
what?
PayPal?
Oh
Cash
yeah,
App, PayPal?
yeah, Cash App, yeah. I'll post it, but
Yeah,
with,
support
I
Jason Starr.
definitely
He has a
starting
bad back.
now already.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my
Go ahead.
back has been crazy. Telling you, like I've been going through hell, but
Let me get this in real quick, and then you can talk.
yeah,
Support Jason Starr. He has a bad back. He does the best he can. He comes on here every once in a while. He's a huge flat earther, and he's trying and he's doing the best he can. So support him because he's good. He's been around for a while, and he needs the help. He has a small channel. He doesn't get much support. Anything to help him, please.
thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Exactly. That's what I've been asking the whole time, but it's all right. I'm not gonna, stop, whatever.
You got to mention that you need support because a closed mouth doesn't eat. And
Yeah.
if you just mention it once or
Yeah.
twice, they ain't going to do it because people come and go every 10 minutes or whatever. You got to mention it like every 15 minutes, honestly. It gets annoying.
I
but
do
you
it
gotta-
every stream. I talk about it. I go into a little bit about what what I'm going through, just my pain and all that stuff, and then I just get into the show because I'm bringing stuff to the table. We're bringing stuff to the table. It's not like we're not just asking for money and just like I'm not even like that. Like honestly.
But the thing is, it's because you only have 100 subs. If you had a few thousand people,
subs.
you would
sure
you would get more support.
Look, another thing too, like I said, like I took a step back. Like when I started doing live streams like 2 years ago, I was going live almost every day. I was getting a lot of people in the chat. I was getting subs. That's how I got my subs. But then like last summer I had to stop because I had something happen, and I have been trying to get back ever since. And now, this is where we're at. But I think after this, I'm gonna start going up after this. But we'll see. I'm not, But yeah, definitely it's gonna be cool because like I said, I have some stuff to show. And when you go live, I'll see you on there. So
all right. Well, hey, thanks for having me on. I'm gonna play this and then take off. So this is the new song. I'm gonna make another version with Rasta Bear on it too. So like this is me and Mr.
like a remix.
Yeah, because Rasta was supposed to be on it, but he's working on his verse. But this is like me and Mr. Super Sidewinder. Super Sidewinder plays the harmonica and the melodica in this one.
Oh,
I'm gonna share it.
All right.
True kings, it gets lonely at the top. I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I don't talk trash till I'm sure. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everyone tries to ignore. Style so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring them boats back from high on the shore. My flow's so hot that I'm frying the board. So much money you try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport. I'm blasphemous. Rapping, I'm a naturalist. Scratch at this, pass that tip, light a spliff. I don't care how high we is. I'm writing this, rhyming fast as lightning is. I'm a titan, I will bash you with my giant fist. I'm rapping natural. I will pop you like an aspirin capsule, flash right past you. Everybody's laughing at you. As I sit and bench, press the test of time. None of y'all cowards can touch my rhyme. You can't stop my shine. You motherfuckers don't know I am loco. Say I won't go to your house for show. Knocking down the door, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Since the solar eclipse hit, is making predictions. You pass him that shit, kid, he's taking like 6 hits. I just seen you pull that mask down to take a sip of your drink. Breathing backwards is like trying to take a shit in the sink. What are the kids gonna think? Growing up in a world where individuality isn't a thing. No, I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everybody tries to ignore. My style's so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring the boats back from high in the shore. I'm worth so much money you could try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport.
All right. Thank you all again. See you in the next one.